of our bodies. So get into your seated pose, whatever that is. Like Sukhasana means sweet pose, easy pose. Elevate your pelvis or your knees, fold your knees under you or legs under you. Whatever position works so that you can find some peace when you arrive here in this moment. And just making sure that we don't create patterns too deeply in our yoga practice. We just want to make sure we're mindful of our patterns so that they're positive ones. We'll try to find some evenness in your seated pose. It's asymmetrical in the legs. I'm just trying to release both hips towards the earth and knees towards the earth. And letting your hands rest at your heart center instead of down on your legs will encourage your torso strength to start to activate. Lifting up your elbows as you press your hands evenly into each other. There's some more of that idea of evenness. Try to find same pressing and take a few breaths that are even. Balanced inhale and exhale energy. Brain rest upon breath. There's the sound, the movement, the energy. One more time. And then rest yourself forward onto your legs with your arms or to the floor with your hands still touching. Bow your head down, tuck your chin. And just take a moment to honor your body where you might feel like you have some tension or some discomfort. It's just a healing awareness during the practice, an intention to take care of yourself. And whatever is in your heart and your mind as well, just honoring those for a moment, taking care of yourself as a complete being. And just one more exhale into that forward bow. And breathe in and sit up tall, adjusting the legs if necessary. Lean back, bringing your hands behind you with your fingers forward. Bend your elbows, lean back, lifting your heart. Lift your chin and gaze down towards your nose. There's an outward spiraling energy in the hands that will stretch your front shoulders and stretch your chest as you hug your elbows together. And the last thing to add here would be the knees towards the floor, creating that back bend. One more breath. Exhale finishes, then press your hands and tip yourself forward again. Feeling the energy from each pose. Tall, long, relaxed belly, and come to the right side. Catch your right knee with your opposite hand, and take your other hand behind you on the floor. Look back, twist. So not only does your face turn, but your eyes turn off to the sides as well. And breathe into any tension along your spine. One more breath. And then just turning your head the other direction, looking downward. Keep the energy of that twist the other way, as well as the head turn. And one more time, move your breath in that shape. And a mindful bringing everything back to center. Pause. Long, relaxed belly. Sit tall, breathe in, and reach for your opposite knee. Other hand supports behind you, and you can look back, twist. Bring your belly, your heart, your chin, and your eyes around. So we want the belly to feel relaxed in twisting poses. So we have freedom, long and relaxed. One more time, looking this way. And then just turning your head to look 3 breaths, looking the other way. So explore in your body with each pose. Find a place that you can breathe into where it feels like good work. One more time, breathing out. And just letting go of all of those actions. Pause for a breath. Gently bring your navel towards your spine as you breathe out. And take your dominant hand and touch the space between your eyebrows lightly with your first 2 fingers for Nadi Shodhana. Closing the left side of your nose lightly. Breathe in from the right side. Slowly bring that thread of breath into the right side. And let it flow out the left, closing the right. And then inhale the same side you're on, left side. And alternate, exhale right. Follow that pattern right to left once more, nice and slowly. Relax your eyes and your brain. Complete the exhale to the left, and then we start the pattern on the left side. Breathing in left. Breathing out right. Breathing in right. Breathing out left. Last one, left inhale. Right exhale. When it's complete, release your hand and breathe 3 times both sides. Nerve shining breath, Nadi Shodhana. Then release from your seated pose. Bring your knees in, round your spine, tuck your chin, curl. Deep breath. And then coming up to standing, take 3 to 5 rounds of breath just to do that in your own way. To pause where you feel good having a pause. Loving awareness in your feet and toes, legs, pelvis, rib cage, all the organs inside, heart, lungs, neck, head, everything. Hands to your heart. Sun salutation, classical style, first one. We cross at the thumbs and spread the fingers wide. Inhale, reach up your arms. Gazing up, add energy to that upward reach. And then exhale, forward fold slowly. Let your knees bend as needed. Land your hands and fold in. Gently lengthen your back. Bring down your hands, take your right leg back to Anjaneyasana's pose, the low crescent lunge. Have a moment to arrive there. Come to your knee with both hands stacked. And optional, take the arms just like they are, the hands stacked. Just bring them up and back. Downward gaze. Starting some deep activation in our legs and hips. One more breath out. Press your front foot, bring down your arms. And release your leg back. Knees, chest, and chin pose. Spread your hands about as wide as your mat. Fan out your fingers. Hug your elbows in and shift your heart forward and down. Inhale, press your arms straight. Come to upward dog. Stretch your belly. Keep your knees down. Look down at your nose. Go slowly back to quarter dog. Long arms, head down, bowing. Stretch out the soles of your feet with love. Let your head rest down. 3, 4. Last breath. If you have a counting mind, about 5 breaths each pose. Pull into tabletop to cow spine. Round into cat spine, tuck your tail, tuck your head. Move through that wave of spinal extension again. And flexion, gaze towards your nose. Once more. Waves of breath and movement together. Gently stretch your belly. And then exhale, stretch your back. Neutralize and step your right foot forward for Anjaneyasana, second side, low crescent lunge, knee coming towards the toes, hands on the knee. Up with the arms, shoulders off the ears. Maybe a little tail tuck energy, protecting your low back. Lots of concentration to hold steady in this deep shape. One more time. Breathe out. Press your front foot strongly, release your arms, and step forward with both feet. Fold forward, exhale. Let your thumbs cross as you stand up. Reach up, and then a little bit back. So lift your whole rib cage, press your pelvis forward, and go back a little bit. And then strong belly, bring your arms back to center. And sun salutation A. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Get long there, and then stay long as you come to forward fold, breathing out slowly. Extension of the spine, half lift pose, inhale. Slowly exhale and go back to plank pose. And veering off the traditional by holding this for 5 breaths. Press the earth. The centers of the hands have a little uplift. Really focus the pressing right in the middle of your hands. Turn your navel towards your spine. Take last breath. The knees down to the floor, untuck your toes. Upward dog, straight arms. Press your arms straight, roll your shoulders back, stretch your belly, stretch your psoas. Then flip your feet over and pike your hips up to downward dog. Remember the uplift in the low belly here. That's the focus of the pose. And it helps us lengthen our spines. One more breath. The exhale, weight back into your legs, bend your knees deeply. Inhale, bring your legs straight and step them forward and halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Then stand up with your in-breath. Slowly stretch to the very fullness of the breath. And then exhale, slowly float your arms down into your sides. Just slow it down. Match the movement with your breath until they land into your body and feel your nervous system calm as you ground your arms in. Sun salutation B. Bend your knees, reach your arms. Just one breath into Utkatasana. Then exhale slowly to Uttanasana, the forward fold. Wherever your hands reach, let them reach. Halfway lift, extend the spine again. Exhale, both legs back. I just walk my fingers forward to give me room to bend my knees and take legs back. Knees down, upward facing dog. Slowly in that in-breath, stretch your throat. Downward dog, go through table. Press the heels of the hands. A moment for arranging and hold for 5. We're trying to send the weight back into the legs in this pose. Knees can be bent. Really press your hands. Pull your spine long with your belly strength. And let your legs, they're strong and big. Let them take a lot of this work. Exhale, one more time. Now we're gonna step the right leg forward for warrior A. Angle your back heel, and then use both feet to stand up and square towards the front of your mat with your lunge. Little tail tuck, shoulders down. As you reach your arms, rest your hands together, lift your chin and eyes, breathe 5 times. So you can refine as you need to when you notice things, and then try to hold steady, concentrate on the steadiness. Part of our brains keeps that knee centered over the ankle. 4, just one more breath, give it energy. And exhale, bring down your hands. Open to the side, warrior B. Back foot turns to the side, pelvis, rib cage. And then we reach the arms and turn our heads to look off the front fingers. So you might feel some stretching across your chest and shoulders, keeping broadness in your upper back. And one more breath, meditating upon this form. Coming to downward facing dog. Exhale. Other side, step forward, warrior A. Coming up with the hips towards the front, grounding. Once you feel steady in your legs, take your arms up, shoulders down. We are always training that work, freeing our neck and arms to be long. Maybe your eyes up, but without strain. And then notice how your brain can observe your feet and your legs and all these actions without looking. Just keep your eyes steady upward. One more breath. And then follow your hands down. And you're gonna follow your left hand forward, right hand back. Turn back foot, rib cage, pelvis to the side, warrior B. Turn your head to the front. Shoulders down off the ears. Equal reaching in the arms. If there's any releasing you could do in your feet, let it go. 4th breath. And 5th breath. Downward facing dog. Step it back. One more 5 breath hold. Strengthening and warming up the whole body. Lengthening your spine. Let your head hang free. One more exhale, weight back into the legs, bend your knees deeply. Inhale, look between your hands, straighten your legs and come forward. Fold forward, exhale. Coming up into Utkatasana for 1 breath, so bend your knees, reach your arms, breathe in. Breathe out, release back to your center and bring your arms down. Feeling that warmth and energy rising, preparing us for our asanas. Bend your knees and step to the right side on your mat, turning your toes towards the corners of your mat. Bend your right knee towards your toes, press off, and your left knee towards your toes. Side to side, flow back and forth. Establish one, and then the other. Creating strength around your hips. Learning how to use those open feet. And back over to the right side, come for a hold. You may go to the floor with your hands or use your bent knee. Lengthening that inseam of your back leg. And one more exhale. Follow inhale energy to the other side. And hold steady 5 breaths. So we really want to pay attention so we can take care of ourselves. If we need to adjust anything, we are very aware. Compassionate, self-compassion. Exhale. And then inhale, coming up, swing out your heels and come down to the center with knees bent as needed to bring your head towards the floor. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Calming energy, forward folding. Symmetry. Keep lengthening the sides of your waist to bring your head closer to the floor and take one more breath. Nice uplift in the low belly. Halfway lift, inhale. If you need to bring your feet closer, you may. And then inhale again, press off and rise. Exhale. Trikonasana, right leg turning out to the back of your mat. And I'm pretty widespread right now, so I'm going to bring my feet a little closer together. So we have about a leg's length between the feet, not too far. Sweep out your arms, breathe in. So whole body ready. Exhale slowly over and down. Lengthening your sides, both sides. And let your eyes go up towards that hand in the air. Working from the belly center. And just one more exhale, navel towards the spine. And then we have that support of the belly as we come up, protecting the back. Change your legs, stretch your arms wide, over and down. Land, upward eyes, breathe 5 times. Lengthening everything. Anchored in the belly center. Another deep breath. Remember the navel towards the spine. Then come up with your legs and your belly stable. Bend your knee like you're coming to warrior B. A little more space between the feet. Lean and reach, extended side angle pose. So adding side reaching into that lunge. Gently gather your hands, or you can come down to the floor if you want. And keep your shoulder off your ears so your neck is free, and it might just gaze into your elbow instead of your hand, whatever brings less strain. One more breath out. Lots of inhale energy to come on out of that shape. Turn back to the right, add the knee bend, and exhale, lean and reach. Shoulder down, arm reaching. Maybe just try looking at the inner elbow on this side as well. 4, see if you can grow a little bit in this last breath. Feel complete. Follow inhale energy to come out and work your way back to the top of your mat. And some forward facing poses, right leg back, straight legs. Parsvottanasana, roll the thumbs down and back, reach the arms back, breathe in. Go internal shoulders. Exhale, knuckles or fingers and hands together. Breathe out. Breathe in, long spine. And breathe out slowly, hinge forward to any degree. So we let the nervous system settle a bit, staying calm. Concentration leads us to meditation and helps us stay balanced. Rise up with an in-breath. Feel that press into your feet and straight all the way up your legs. Gently lengthen at the top and just change your legs to step forward, step back, square to the front. Feel grounded as you begin. Breathe in with a long spine. Breathe out, slowly go forward. Slowness builds strength. Find a place where you can hold steady for 5. Forehead towards the legs. Just one more breath. Inhale energy to come up. Bring down your hands away from each other, and you can do a little wrist and fingers and hands releasing, spiraling. And then rest them together. Standing practice. Shift your weight into your right leg for a moment. And shift into the left. Just lift out of the standing leg hip. And go back to the right side. Coming to your tree pose, maybe with no hands. I've been trying this lately to just try to stick my leg onto the other one. Just don't press against your knee joint. Try to bring your leg out to the side. And don't give up. Try to see if you can calm your energy over the course of a few more breaths. Just one more. Come out slowly or quickly, depending on how it's going, and come back to both feet. Shift, lengthen, and try to stick your legs together into tree pose without the support of your hands. So we can continue to challenge ourselves. It's empowering. It keeps us full of youthful energy. See if you can calm and relax. Last couple breaths. Lovely concentration makes that possible. Release it out. And let's head to the earth. Doing those crossed thumbs again. Arms up, ribs up. Exhale, go back. Strong belly, inhale to forward fold and hang out in your favorite shape for 5 breaths. Hands under feet, hold your elbows, whichever one you like today. Nice warm bodies. Allow for lots of tension to be released. And exhale one last time. Release your hands, open to the earth, take back your legs. Trying side plank pose with arms straight, coming over to the right. You can place your right knee down, step your left foot behind, reach up and down. Or have both legs straight. So my hand ended up way ahead of my shoulder, so I'm just going to bring it underneath me a little bit more and try a few more breaths. Try to find that calmness here in the last breath, downward gazing. And exhale, release to the other side. Nice spreading hand, knee down, other foot behind. So we have lots of foundation. And try to bring your shoulder about over your wrist or a little closer. The hand can be a little further away so the wrist is less intense. Downward eyes. 3. Expand your rib cage and then ground it to the center as you exhale. One more time. And then come back to center, hands and knees. Go back, child's pose. Wide knees. Stay. And taking yin position. Soften your efforts. Just relax your muscles and compress yourself in the shape. Exhale. And then rise on up. Come to a kneeling position. If you need cushion under your knees, you can fold your blanket or fold your mat. Finding balance on your legs with your feet back. So you use the tops of your feet in a way that I don't know what else does. Yoga, grounding tops of feet. Then taking your right leg out to the side for Parikasana, gate pose, toes forward, side bending. Just the right amount, so you're not forcing. And take another deep breath. Breathing in, come out. And then we want to turn our knee, so bring your hands down. We're going to turn the left knee more towards the side of the mat for half moon balance on the knee. Use both arms, lift your back leg. If you want to reach your top arm too. So we can take out some of the balance work, or change the balance work, I should say. So we can focus on long and straight leg and arm. Just 2 more breaths, just 1 more. Try to hold steady, fill it with energy, and release. Let's go back, wide knees, child pose. Big breaths into the back rib cage, side rib cage, front rib cage. And then whole rib cage, 1 more deep breath. Inhale, energy, rise up to your knees again. Have a moment to find that balance. And then take your left leg out to Parikasana shape. Side bending towards the left. And just reach your arms in a way that feels positive. Ground both feet. Eyes meditative and steady. Explore the space of the pose twice more. And with exhale, you'll feel the navel grounding as you breathe out. Let that help you come up. And then turning this knee we're on, you can get onto a new spot too, a fresh spot on your mat. Lift your back leg. Maybe your arm as well. Concentrate. We meet each side where it is. Observe if there's something different going on. Just try to work with what we have on this side. One more time. Carefully let go. And come through and sit down. Bring your legs out in front. Draw back your toes. Lean back into heart lift pose again with your legs out. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Point your toes deeply. Bring your hands into a position of power so they're a little wide from each other. Exhale, navel towards the spine. Inhale, lift your heart, point your toes, maybe lift your hips as well. Lengthen the front body. One more to turn and press with the hands. And exhale, bring it on down. And then go the other way. Shift yourself forward, let your arms straight back. Pull your toes towards your head. And rest slowly into that forward fold. Feeling that energizing quality of the front body stretch and the calming quality of the back body stretch. This is our nervous system at work. So we balance that excitable energy here. One more exhale, slowly out. And then lifting back up to seated. Cross your right leg over your left and hook your toes together. Infinity pose. Straight arms, spreading hands so they go away from your sides so that you have room to roll to the side of your hip and leg. Hips stay down, look back, lift out of your shoulders. And release. Over to the other side. Teaching the feet to hook together is useful for this and some other yoga poses. Straight arms, and they go away from you so you have enough room to keep your arms straight as you roll to your side. Lift your neck nice and long. Finding that precise place where the work feels positive. 4, one more breath. Back to center and pull your feet together and in. Open your feet like a book in front of you. And wherever your feet are, as far as close or wider as fine, just a medium intensity. And let's take the C variation where you tuck your tailbone and round your spine. Try to bring your forehead inside that space of your feet. For 1. Your elbows can gently weight on your inner legs, just encouraging that release. And the heels are the only part of the feet that need to stay together. 3. And 5. Exhale. Breathe in, straighten up your spine and your arms, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck your chin. And release. And let's come out to a belly. Just learn to tuck your legs back, curl your feet in. You can do that with your hands. Hands in front of your knees and shift. Come to your forearms, spread your hands, and take your legs back. It's okay if you stay on your knees. So forearm plank pose, we are pulling our toes and elbows towards each other, so everything's going towards the belly. Navel toning. Try to be nice and flat. 3, 2 more breaths. Just feel this activation of the muscles along your rib cage, under your shoulder blades, and breathe out. Stretch onto the belly and release. Relax. Slow, steady breathing. Feel your heart on the earth. And breathe out one more time. Rolling to the right side of your body, support your head for a cat pulling tail pose. So just attend to that head being comfortable. Then take your top leg and bring it in front of you in some way. So it can be toes down or knee down, legs straight, whatever. All good. You can adjust it as we go. And we'll take the top arm, open your hand, bend your bottom knee, and try to catch your toes or the top of your foot or ankle. And then roll towards the back of your head and the back of your body. Cat pulling tail pose. So give a little scan, change your top leg or anything that needs refining, and go yin, go soft. Let go of your muscles. It's a nice place to let go of any gripping in the belly too, and to do some belly breathing. It helps move the lymph. Keep the sound of the breath present, but just take away any stilling in the low belly. We're increasing our feelings of well-being with our practice. Our biochemistry is to rest into those good feelings, stillness and quietness. And let's just say goodbye to this side. A little, maybe give your foot a little squeeze, say thank you, and let go of your foot. Take a spontaneous release, whatever you want to do for a moment in between sides. And then start to set up your second side. That head support, make sure that you are comfortable. You could always bring in a blanket or pillow under your head. Find your side body balance. Top leg out in front in some way. Catch your bottom leg with a nice big open hand. Come down and catch your foot or your ankle. And then your foot rests away from you, gently stretching your chest as you roll to the back of your head and your back of your body a little bit. If you need to refine anything, go ahead and do so. And go soft. Let your eyes rest. Just let yourself have a peaceful face, perhaps a little light, half-resting smile. To increase those feelings of well-being. Letting your belly be soft. If you want to go back to that belly-focused breathing on this side, you can. Just let go of all activation, all gripping. Just a little bit more time. Stay soft and open. Begin to let go of your foot and come slowly to your counter pose of your choice. So this is a spontaneous release invitation in yin, just to go wherever your body wants to. Let's make our way to our back bodies. So we can come through another upward dog, downward dog if you'd like. So we need to do this reactivation here. Hug the hands in by the chest, legs together, bandhas engaged. A strong inhalation to peel up the belly and stretch into the up dog. Whip your feet, pike your belly up into the air for the down dog. Come through, crossing your legs. Bring your legs through and lie down with your legs straight. Rolling yourself back with a round spine, tuck your chin. This protects your back and your neck as you come down. And slide in your feet, bring your arms by your sides, rolling the arms open like Shavasana. Inhale, press your hips up towards the sky. Let your head slide away from your feet to make space. 3, nice openness in the feet all the way up to the hips, open. Open, lift higher. And breathe out, keep that openness as you come down. So we're just not gripping any of those muscles, letting them all work in harmony. Bring in your knees. Straighten out your legs. Staying with your legs in the air or bringing them overhead, lifting the hips. If that feels okay for your body for Halasana, plow pose. Maybe those feet come down and get into the dirt, into the field. Arms supported. You can leave your fingers if that's nice for you. Be with the quality of upside down. Head centered. 5, 3 more slow breaths. And 10, ground your arms to carefully guide your spine back down to the earth with slowness. And coming back to the knees into the chest. And you may do some wide knees, happy baby style if you like. Just gently take a mindful breath into your hips. And then a breath into your low back. And taking your resting, relaxing twist, both knees coming over to the right side of the body. And what is the way that feels really nice for you? So refine that. We can all look our own ways here as we bring the knees across and turn and look the other way. You can use your top hand to encourage the knee across the body. Exhale one more time. Head to center, spine to center. Go the other way. It might look a little different. Again, you can take your hand onto that leg or hip and gently encourage finding that just the right amount of coming across as you look the other way. Finding that nice open quality of twisting poses. Revolution. One more wave of breath, deeply inhaling and exhaling, allowing the release back to center. If you need to bring in your knees again, you may do so. Maybe we'll refine and align for resting pose. Such an important part. Giving ourselves a few minutes of stillness. The ultimate yin pose, Shavasana. Taking these first few moments to make sure that you are able to be comfortable. Do you need support anywhere? Do you need to move anything so you don't feel stuck? Low back nice and long. Hips down towards the heels. And then let your shoulders come down into the earth and roll open in your arms. Just feeling the energy of shoulders, arms, and hands. Let them be heavy and still. And then the same awareness into hips, legs, and feet. Let them be heavy and roll open. Very still. Just that light movement of breath. Once the arms and legs are settled, then let yourself be aware in your torso. Relaxing the organs. Relaxing your breath. Letting go of any holding. And just here we let our natural breathing and heart, all the miracles that are happening without our conscious guidance. Let our bodies rest in wellness. Including your brain in that softening. Some healing time for the brain. Those feelings of well-being, those chemicals flowing through our bodies. Let your throat be open and soft. And then only changing the feet coming together and the knees going out to the side for Supta Baddha Konasana, just very lightly so you don't arch in your low back too much. Just bring your heels together. Touch your thumb to your index fingers, feeling that energy. Release. Touch your middle fingers with your thumbs. And release. Just the quality of each touch a little different. Your fourth finger. And your Smallest finger full of feeling. Release. And then lead by stretching your hands, bringing them together. Weave your fingers and press to the sky and overhead, reaching down through the legs once again. Great big front body, lengthening. And come in to lengthen your back body, bring in your knees. Hold your shins, bring your knees towards you and shoot your feet away and go along for the ride to sit up. Come back to the front surface of your mat and let's finish with fire logs pose. So we start with our feet close to our bodies and start to move them away. So ultimately we're trying to stack the lower leg bones over each other. So we want to take care of our hips and knees, activate your feet, and you can gently guide your left leg on top of your right if that feels good, or just have your feet and legs more open away from you. Then you may add a hinge forward. So you may feel some deep work in your hips around there. Keep it positive. Keep the brightness in your legs to protect. And just having some time to be with the meditative feelings of the practice. Taking one more breath softly. Completing on this side. Come out slowly. Support the releasing and change to the other leg in front or on top. Caring for this side of your body. Legs and feet bright and active, so a little flex in the feet. Consider a little forwardness, wherever that feels nice, maybe a little bit interesting, but not too deep. Meeting each side of your body right where it is. And in that way, bringing balance. Exhale, last time. Swallow, sit up tall, tuck in your legs a little closer so it feels easy. Weave your fingers and come to your heart center. So, space for gratitude. Welcoming the new day before us. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you. So nice to see you and be with you this morning.
Thank you so much, Blossom. That was a wonderful class. I mean, and I'm glad you recorded it.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Marcia. Nice to see you.
I did very much. Have a good weekend.
Peace group, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Malika.